can't tell you how much we need devotion. You know, I found that to concentrate, to focus, was everything to learning. Well, devotion is everything to life. You can't get there by thinking. You can only be there by the being that is experienced in love, devotion. When I fell in love with Linda, I was 17. And it was the first, I could say, physical experience of love. Of just being with someone for hours who you found was just lovely and wonderful. Brought out every good thing you didn't know was in you. Transported. A taste of heaven. And I knew it. The world around me was transformed. I could feel it. Like all of it at once. I don't mean that transcendence tingling of enlightenment that we experience at times in the body. I mean presence of a transformed everything. That you felt the greatness of being. Taste of the eternity of the goodness of God. Thank you, Dad. There's something of a song in my mind. You lift us up to all that we can be. Something like when I'm down and oh my soul so weary. I'll see if I can find it. Hang on. Okay, well, here we go. When I am down and oh my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. So I'll give you the tune here, although you could check it on YouTube, of course. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Well, I think of my eldest son when he was barely a toddler, and I'm walking out in the North Essex countryside near Suffolk, near the town of Manningtree. It was a farm, lived on in a farmhouse, quite a modern house, but a farmhouse, and walking out down the track in the fields. And he got his foot caught as I lifted him onto my shoulders, and he put two words together and said, "Oh dear." How adorable, I thought. I've got a person sitting on my shoulders. You know, he'd put two words together, I think the first time he ever did that. And I thought, wow, he's a person. Because although I'm chatting to him and so on, I talk a lot long before they can learn to speak, you know. Long before. Right from baby, of course. When they suddenly talk back to you, wow, it's there. Lovely. Look, if we love our kids, how much more does God love you? Be reasonable. Bless you. And you are blessed. Dad. Yes, it's I think it's a Celtic type tune or song, played on a violin, sung to a violin, yeah. Yeah, it's quite, can I use the word magical, ethereal? See if it blesses you. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, less than 2 minutes into this recording, listening to it again. Do you see? The devotion is a state, the epitome of valuing, appreciating, which is associated, is in fact, unlimited gratitude, which is that binding force, that immense gravitation that holds us eternally to God and to each other. How does devotion come? Simply by awareness of the goodness of God. A full awareness, the access is in the Akashic record, as I call it here. I may have changed the definition, but you know how I'm using it, don't you? God's complete, infinite memory. We look through the pages of it, so to speak. And that is the living of it. We become one with all. We appreciate all that is. Because, of course, it's all the hand of God, the giver of life, the creator of all. Wonderful one. Yes, you see, the greatest, most effective thing in church is not the sermon. It's not, in a way, even quite the worship time. It's the transforming effect of the testimony that just translates you into the presence of God. You know, half the congregation's in tears because of what the lady's saying, how she fought to keep her child, find a solution to the problem. Perhaps it was illness, perhaps it was the birth itself. Her tenacious need for the child's fullness of life. You see, it's a trace of the infinite will of our Heavenly Dad to bring us to eternal life and glory. And the goodness of God in the testimony, the miraculous, yes. The wonderful, perfect outcome, yes. I'm so blessed. Well, in heaven is continual. You're reflecting upon everyone's most wonderful experience that's brought them to heaven, their childhood. It's the outplay of full fellowship. Family love. The home of our Dad and us. Thank you, Dad. Look, I can't believe you missed it, but if you want to know how to focus and concentrate, devotion, it's thinking upon whatsoever is good and lovely. You'll see very quickly and very simply that is your key to the door of heaven. Turn it and enter in. Thank you, Dad. In saying I can't tell you, the first words of this recording, I mean that you can only effectively hear by your experience of such. Even a little practice blossoms into infinitely more. There's something utterly lovely about, I was going to say, the fabric of God. That's who we are. It's as if we're parts, cells of our God. That sounds very clinical, doesn't it? I mean, we're a living part of. A wonderful person, complete, utterly complete. Both in being and becoming, and having been. Wow. Thank you, Dad.